And on the bottom, there should be a link. Okay, Tetris, start with. I'll write that. Start with.
But what are other people watching is what I'm trying to figure out.
Everyone is here.
Yeah, what their house is if they have one.
You want me to have my phone on so you can take it?
Yes, please. Yes. So
Where else?
How's it going?
Eliana checked the live stream and went live if people were watching. Yeah, we know, Lauren. Oh wait. Every time.
Hello, hi.
Are we here?
I think that we're live. I think we're broadcasting. But I don't know. I saw one that said, I think that we're broadcasting.
Sorry, everyone. We're not the best.
Woo,
with
guys.
Technicalities.
We're really, we seem to be really good with like scripted stuff, but we're having a much harder time. I think that we're broadcasting.
Sorry, everyone. Wait, okay, everybody take a seat.
Okay, so do we need to have, because this is us.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
All
I love
right.
sitting on the couch with all my favorite people.
Oh my gosh. How is everybody?
Hey, guys.
Sorry, my lips are big. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Hey, what's up? And welcome to Hashing Out Hermione. As you can see, we had a bit of a rough start, but that's because out of all of us, all this talent that is helping the show, nobody seems to be that tech savvy. But it's okay. It's a live stream, and we're here.
If I pull it back and put chairs out, can we unsquish? Yeah, let's get unsquished. Let's get unsquished, everybody.
Squishy.
Oh, we want squish?
Squish is fine.
All right.
As long as you guys don't mind.
I think I don't smell anybody. I feel like that's a good thing.
I feel like you guys are rotating all day without me.
Megan will be on that.
I got it.
Welcome to It's California. Welcome to Hashing Out Hermione. My name's Tetris. I'm going to be talking with some of the creators and actors on the show. Can everybody introduce themselves?
Hi there, I'm Mary Grace Angelo. I am the post-producer on the show. I did not know how to do the Google account.
Hey, it's okay. She produced posts for shows. That doesn't mean Google Hangouts.
I'm supposed to be savvy.
But you have great hair, so that's all that matters. Andrew, how about you?
I'm Jessica Ray.
What's your house? What's your houses?
Oh yeah, let's do houses.
My house is Ravenclaw, but also Slytherin.
Oh, a little bit of both. You're one of those mixtures.
Yes.
A Slytherin claw. A Slytherin claw?
A Slytherin claw, right?
Okay, there you go. What about yourself?
I'm Griffin Slytherin.
Oh my God, all these mixes. Gryffindor Slytherin is a lot of conflict, but that's like Harry, so good job.
Harry. I'm Harry Potter.
Yeah.
This is Harry Potter. So things have changed. I am Eliana. I direct the show. I created the show and I direct the show, and I'm the Ravenclaw. I'm a one-houser. I wish
Sometimes
I had
you have to keep it simple.
It's so funny because after the Pottermore, whenever I do the one to show the percentages, my Ravenclaw percentage is just like vastly different. Right? I mean, like there's
Like a majority of it.
They're like, you are 99% right.
Straight descendant.
Basically, they're like, you are Rowena Ravenclaw, but maybe you met another house at some point in your past.
I haven't even done the one with percentages. There's one
It's
that'll break
just
it down.
fun. It's just fun, yeah.
Well, I'm Slytherin. I didn't even say that. And then what about you? Introduce yourself.
Nick Johnson played Draco, and like Liana, I am one house, and it's pure Slytherin.
There we go.
Yeah, of course, right?
Represent.
Thank you.
All Slytherin.
All the way over. So we're very excited to have you guys with us. We posted new episodes, which is extremely exciting. We're happy that you guys stuck through it, stuck with us, help us do everything through funding and everything to get the show off the road. And it couldn't be more exciting. I have to start with you. How do you feel having the episodes out, all that hard work?
Oh my God. It's so, the thing is, I feel like every time the episodes come out, it's in the middle of like another chaos. So I'm never just like, oh wow, that happened. It's always like, okay, great, that's done, but I gotta get it.
What's the next step? What do we
Even now, like trying to get this live stream on the last 20 minutes has been heightened stress. No, everything is smooth. No wonder.
Oh no, everything's already.
Professionals. Yeah. So it is. You know what I did though? Because I'm from Chicago and I was home, and so last night I had a screening of the episodes at home for like friends and family, and that was amazing because I haven't been able to watch the episodes with an audience before. It's all been like online viewers. it's all been online viewers. And so last night I was able to watch with an audience and have like the Q&A afterwards and see them like
That's really
reacting
cool.
to things and laughing at things and being shocked.
What did
and,
they like?
Oh my God! And so that actually was pretty. That was exciting. It was really like.
Was it stuff that I wrote? It was. Was it stuff that you said?
Well, I think that's awesome because, other than live streams like this, you don't really get a lot of that feedback.
Not
right
like
away.
real time feedback. And so that was really interesting.
Well, that's so valuable too, to be
It's
able to
very
see those
valuable.
reactions
It's very
and see the
valuable.
faces light up.
And and then because it's people that know you, like you can tell when it's authentic. They were just involuntarily laughing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, your show was nice and you did a good job. It was
I
legitimately
like the trees, they were great.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
the trees. Well, let's talk about the episodes. So episode 2, let's talk about Hermione and Ronnie's relationship.
Okay, fun.
Let's jump in there.
Let's jump in.
How the development of that? How did that play out for you in writing? Actually,
You know what, Jessica? What do you think? Because for me personally, I always, even in the books, in my head, they always had a friendship, and I think that a lot of people didn't pick up on that. And so I want to see what Jessica thought, because when I brought the project to you and Leslie, I was one that was like, no, they're friends.
Well, I don't think you could live with someone in that close of quarters for such a long time and not
And not be
have
friends.
like a pretty serious friendship with them. You know, like it's just to go through that much stuff with someone, whether or not you
Even like
really
them or
like
not.
them, you're gonna know them really well.
Really well.
And I think when you've been through something like that with someone, it's just
And not only that,
That's
but they started off as like literally as teenage girls. So they were 12, 11, 12, something like that. So that means that they went through puberty together, and then in the midst of like their teenage years, they joined like Hermione had started.
they went to war
They
together.
went to war together. Like first of all, they were in a secret organization together, right? And then they literally went to war together.
I mean, that would be crazy enough for like adults, but then you go through it during that like transformative year. Yeah, it's
I-
insane.
And it's so funny because I'm rereading the books again right now. And I just started book 1, and even at Harry's, it's the Quidditch game with Snape is the official, whatever it is, the referee.
Yeah.
And something happened, and it's like when they won, Hermione like reached in front of her and like hugged Harvey, and I'm like, they're friends. Like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they were.
I
But
didn't
it's
even
so,
remember that part.
it's all of these little small subtle ways, but they're friends.
I would say they're probably like more than like they just have like a bond.
They're probably like family to a certain
people that you don't live with. You know what I'm saying?
I would
Like
imagine
you
so.
grew up and lived with this person. It's like having a sister.
It's like having a sister. It's like it's exactly like having a
So
sister.
like even though sometimes you fight with your sister, she's terrible. Make like bad life choices or something, you still love her.
It's over. Or yeah, so that's what I think. So that's what that came about.
All right, and then I was actually about to ask you something that I thought was interesting. Watching the show and kind of watching online, because originally in Harry Potter, to me there wasn't ever like that kind of Twilight High School Musical-y like heartthrob moment. The original Harry Potter series didn't have that,
It didn't have that.
but somehow in the Hermione series, there's been a breakout star and a little bit of a tape too. So tell me how that developed.
Hello.
Oh, so the
Oh,
way
is
that
he
happened.
joining us?
Oh, there he is!
Guys, again, talk about live streams and not know what's going on. I asked that question not even knowing.
Hold on, let me.
No idea. That was a magical moment.
Wait, so you didn't know Chase was
I
Chase?
did not know that
You
moment
were
was
just
about.
like,
I was just
wow,
like, let me talk about
Okay, so let me tell you about this part. I cast Chase in a short film that I did. I got a move. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at myself when I'm
It's hard. Chase, how are you?
Hi, Chase.
Alright.
Wait, is his shirt
He knows what the fans want.
Yeah.
So tell us about casting Chase.
Okay, so Chase actually auditioned me for a short film I guess 4 years ago at this point. And he came in and just blew me away. He's just so talented and like, he just has a
Thank
deep understanding, I think, of like people and humanity. And so he just is able to do any role. He's so smart. And I was like, man, he's really good. And then like once you start working with somebody, he and we just sort of clicked and we got each other, and he's just my homie, you know what I mean? And so when I was doing this show, and I've always told Chase, like, whatever I do, I just have to have you in it. Like, there's a part for you. And so I was like creating the show, and I was like, well, what part is Chase gonna do? I gotta make a character for Chase, and that's how like Teju was created. And at the time, I didn't know he wasn't acting anymore. I was just like, yep, Chase, you got a part.
Nice.
This is it. He does. And then like so I kind of like pulled him out of retirement, like unwillingly.
All right, and how did it feel to be pulled out of retirement?
You know, it feels pretty good. My life is so busy with school and writing. I'm a creative writing major at UCLA right now, and so to have an outlet, you know, something else that's really creative, I can kind of step outside of my personal life and do something fun is always a great opportunity.
All right, and tell me about your character, Chase. Tell me about Tae-Jun.
Tae-Jun. Gosh. I like Tae-Jun. I like that he's so confident. You know, there hasn't really been a scene yet that sort of exposes his, you know, maybe insecurities or anything like that. So as of now, he just seems very confident about the things that he wants and the relationships that he wants to embark on, and you know, his love and care for Parvati. I don't know if it's love yet, but it seems.
Even I was like, love.
She's the only one that denies me. So there's definitely something there that I'm trying to work toward.
And why do you think they get along so well?
Well, I think that they're both sarcastic, for one thing. You know, I think that there's a level of sarcasm that they both sort of feed off of, and that sarcasm is mixed with interest because, you know, their personalities are similar. So I think that, you know, having that bond, you know, being next to somebody who gets your sense of humor, who feeds off of that and gives you that repartee that you're looking for, I think that it's really beneficial for anybody. I think anybody likes to have that in a partner. So.
That's awesome. And I love watching Eliana. She's like, see, this is why I cast him. She's like, this is exactly what I'm about.
Yeah, right.
And then also, and guys, please keep sending us your questions. Much appreciated from you guys.
Oh, right.
And then so was there a question about Parvati and Draco? Nope. Why did Jennifer and Draco get along so well? Jennifer and Draco get along so well. You want to speak to that next?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of in the similar vein of, I think, with Hermione and Bobby, where going through this traumatic experience. She did?
What?
Oh, how embarrassing. Yeah, I'll let you take that question.
Yeah. Okay. So they didn't go through anything traumatic together. But I think that what Juniper.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
No, go for it.
Okay. So that's okay. I think that Juniper and all of the American students are a unique opportunity for Draco because it's a place where he doesn't have to act. So everybody at Hogwarts, you know, there's just a history there. And so I think that the people in America, he gets to just show up and just be Draco and then the relationships form as they go on. And so I think that it's the same thing with Draco. There's a certain like sturdiness, there's a certain
there's no balance, but there's also kind of a lot of fronting as well too.
Well, I think it was Juniper and Draco. They both are people that I don't think they care as much what other people think.
No.
The two of them are very much just like, this is what I do. You accept it how you like. I don't care how you feel about it. But because they're both caring people, like, because Juniper cares deeply about Harvey. So the people that she likes them strongly. When she doesn't like somebody, when she doesn't like the situation, she's like, she doesn't pretend like she does.
They're both so almost brutally in that regard too.
And I think that
no
they
pretension.
appreciate
Yeah.
that lack of
that directness between like, this is what I see, this is how I call it, and damned if you don't.
It's like you feel how you feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that that's like, I think that they get along like that because it's a place where Draco doesn't have to pretend and like, you know, when you just talk to him nice and he doesn't feel like
And I like that you're tapping into this whole like Draco being able to kind of start anew.
Yeah.
But how do you feel like that is when it comes to Hermione, because they have such a past, so much, you know, bad energy that could be there from the past. Is that get to restart? Is that get to be reborn? And how do you feel like their future?
Well, I think that the interesting thing about Draco and Hermione, two things. A, in the books, Draco got on Hermione's nerves, but she never hated Draco with Ron and Harry. She always was telling them, like, ignore him, he's stupid, he's an idiot. She was always very much like, this guy's a little moron. Why are you guys so worked up with someone like him? And so, but she didn't like him necessarily. And so I think that now he's someone who just is so not a part of her life, that seeing him and like having friends who are friends with him is jarring for her. And I think that she doesn't hate Draco, but she doesn't necessarily like him. She doesn't want him in her life in a good or a bad.
Well, I especially think that's kind of great for her, like seeing her and Juniper as well, because there is a little bit of conflict between her and Juniper. To see this person that's like just consistent, essentially terrible, turn around and be immediately like out back. She's really, yeah. It's like a 180 from everything that you've known, which is really, really great.
It is.
But then also, we got a question about will we see more of Hermione's cousin?
Oh, you guys like Hermione's cousin. Now that is fun. Okay, so yes, we will. That was something that's part of the reason that I made the show actually, is because I think that you look at the fact that before Hermione ever got a letter from Hogwarts, before she ever, and even after she got the letter, before any of that happened, she had a life. She had a family. She was a person, you know. And then she gets the letter, so her future already changes, and then she becomes friends with Harry and Ron, and then her future changes drastically, and it becomes all about this battle, this fight, this war, right? And so then it was like, I feel like the casualty of that would be her relationships. Her whole life became the Weasleys and Harry, like those people that she spent all her time with. And I was like, what about the Grangers? What about the people that she knew before she got on that train? You know what I mean? And so I know that just me having cousins my age is a special relationship, and yeah, you can spend years sort of like wrapped up in your own lives and like not spending time together. But I was thinking that I think that when she decides to get back to herself, one of the first person she would reach out to is her family. And this cousin is someone she was super duper close to, so we get a chance to see them, sort of see what that relationship means as adults. But also Hermione, like, she's keeping a lot of secrets from her as well. Right? She's got a whole secret life basically. So how's that
How does that affect their relationship? That'll
Relationship?
be interesting to see how that plays out. I like that.
Yeah.
Also, I want thoughts on and I was actually going to ask this about like new characters, the thoughts on that versus like these very established characters, and how you balance that, you know, in writing a show.
Sure. Well, it's you kind of have to stay true to characters, but because it's our show, make them your own. So like we don't want to get too far off of what their personalities are, but also like they're much farther into the future and in different places in their lives and grown and changed as characters. They're adults. And they're adults. They're not children anymore. And they're also not in a place in their lives where they're like goal is to survive. Honestly, like really. Like so like now I think all of these characters are like, okay, I can be like a normal adult human and like what is normal and stuff like that. Now, in later episodes, we will address that a little bit more.
We do.
Yeah.
But then, so like to bring in the new characters is really fun because it's people that we totally beat up, like take June for example.
And that's what I was going to ask. I'm like, so Chase, how is it to be like this new character in a world where you have, iconic people and characters and names?
Hermione and Draco are both iconic, and I want Parvati to be iconic. I'm like Team Parvati.
I have to share just a little tidbit of like when we were developing the show and I was hearing them talk about the wands, how very specific Eliana was about having Parvati's wand. And I was like, I don't think anybody would know Parvati's wand. She's like, nope, gotta get the right one. Very specific, a Parvati fan right here. But like, how is it to be like, you know, a new character in that world?
I actually, me personally, I wasn't very familiar with the Harry Potter books, or story. So I was probably a good choice for somebody to come in and be a new character because I really didn't have that much of a history. I'm sorry to say, everybody who's watching this right now, I'm sorry I was not a good Harry.
You're getting hate emails as we speak, threatening tweets. It's all bad for you.
Turn sour real quick.
I was like, what? He didn't read the books? No, I think that's awesome because you get to come in with a very fresh
Yeah, and like he's also very character.
Yeah.
I will say I think that I really wanted to create like to live outside of the books, So if you notice, like there's only a few people in the books. I was like, they gotta come. And then I thought that being able to populate the world with people that you could see in books. Because to me, I don't know where, but like I don't have a problem imagining Juniper in that world. You know what I mean? Like that was really important as far as like even just down to the names. Like what are the names that are gonna like what name could you see in a chapter in Prisoner of Azkaban and be like, oh yeah, totally that person was there.
Yeah.
And then having Taejun like play Quidditch, that's such a big part of the world. But we don't really get it outside of the school games, like except Goblet of Fire. And just thinking about like he's an American Quidditch player.
Yeah.
Like what is that?
What is that? That's awesome. By the way, your workout interview video, very entertaining, Chase. I must admit. And also, I got a question from a fan out there. I think this is going to get really real world after show.
Ooh, interesting.
So tell me about the relationship of the actors on set. Is the question is how does the cast get along behind the scenes?
I feel like you know what, we'll let Nick. I think we get along swimmingly.
Swimmingly.
But they could be faking it, I don't know.
No, I mean after that like extra long brunch that we all had together, we're like thick as thieves.
Wait, did I miss out on an extra long brunch?
Oh my goodness, in episode 3 that brunch scene.
The filming of the brunch.
Yeah.
I thought y'all were talking about an actual brunch.
Oh, you're
I was
right.
very upset.
You're right.
I was like, wait. No, but the brunch scene took a long time to
The
film.
brunch scene literally took a full 12-hour day.
Wow.
We were at brunch.
And it was worth it.
We were at brunch probably 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Wow.
I ate brunch more with those people now than anyone else combined.
What's that actual champagne at the said brunch?
There was
Oh my God, 12. Oh,
Chase was unhappy about that. Listen, most of the time if Chase has a glass, there tends to be some liquor in it, but not at brunch. Chase, what do you think? You know what's funny? I think that Chase and Ashley plays Hermione, they're like best buddies.
Oh, that's awesome. Tell us about your relationship with Ashley on set, Chase.
I think I get along with Ashley so well because Ashley and Eliana are a lot alike. And Eliana and I have always gotten along ever since we did that movie together a few years ago. Her and I have always had such a good back and forth and sense of humor, and Ashley picked up on that immediately. So as soon as I met Ashley, her and I were just, off and running with jokes and bragging on each other and making fun of, everything. And so that just made it really easy.
By the way, I'm hearing from the grapevine that people love shirtless Chase.
I cannot believe that you love it.
I cannot. We're getting a lot of questions. Like, we have to put like a Quidditch ad in an episode. It's not like shirtless.
Oh, yeah. Let's just say noted.
I love that somebody also put hashtag drunk. That's amazing.
This is my favorite rosé question. Oh, that's the question.
All right, hold on. We got if Draco and Taejun went on a night out, who's walking away with more women? Oh man, what a question!
Probably.
That wouldn't even be a contest.
Oh no, but see, Draco can come in up with like a little bit more like darker and smoother, and have that vibe that just kind of like attracts the women there. This guy is just gonna be the center of attention, taking shots and buying everybody.
I feel like it would start out as like trying to get a date for Draco with Tay as the wingman, and then totally just running off with the girl.
all the girls?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Draco with that like moody, mysterious, broody thing. I feel
That
like he have.
anti-hero thing.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think that the girls would be.
I think what we might be finding out is that our creator is into like a little broody. She's like, that broody thing really gets you. Oh my God! So tell me, so with you being involved in post production, I just want to ask you. So you get all this footage, and you're looking at the episode. How do you like sit there and think like, oh my God, how are we gonna edit this? How are we gonna cut it? What makes the most sense? I'm sure you're involved in that process as well. Post production, I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably like are standing over her shoulder like, what's that? But no, like, tell me about post production a little bit.
Well, I think that post production starts when you're even in production, when you are seeing the different career problems that you need to solve on set, and seeing if you can address them, practicing during shoot days, or like how are we going to use the footage that we have to make the best thing possible, and that's what you want to do because you want to make the actors' performances shine. We want to make sure that the lighting is emphasized by the right colorist. We want to make sure that everything is really tightly edited, and the music is perfect, and the sound design, the Foley, because everything that you see in the episode, we have to make. We have to make the doors and sound. We have to make all the magic that you see because that's visual effects. And that's something that we have to think about on set where, we have the girls and their moving bags and we're going to have Parvati disappear them. So we need to do a shot with no bags and then in post, make the magic happen.
Oh man, literally make the magic happen.
And I will say, Mary Grace is the post producer, but she's also the supervisor. So she and I are sitting next to each other on set. And she's either, she's always on my left. She's always on my left. She's somewhere. So Mary Grace stays by, right? Mary Grace stays by the director, and I'm always like, and so it's always a matter of, okay, make sure we make the most of that, propose like that, we didn't like that, we love this, we gotta fix this, let's try to fix it on the next take, blah, blah, blah. And so then we get to close. And like I said, we've already kind of built the pros and cons and what we're working with, and a lot of communication.
And a good example of that is the brunch scene, where the last shot of the brunch scene is Parvati giving a toast, and then it cuts immediately to Hermione knocking on that door. And so for a lot of people that are on set, they might not understand like why exactly Ariana needs to have like the shots exactly the way she wants them, but when you're thinking about post-production and thinking these shots have to match up because that's the vision. You have to be able to execute that and kind of think long term.
With you, Mary Grace, we're such a big fan of Harry Potter.
I was gonna ask a question.
Yeah, I love that. How is it to work on the show from your perspective?
I think it's really fun because I've always been a fan and always really admired fan projects, whether that's fiction or fan art. And I think it's really important. It's a really important part of the creative process to, as like an established author as well, to know that your work is admired so much that people want to create their own versions of it. And it's really cool because, like Eliana said, there's a lot of icons in the Harry Potter world, super iconic, but it's really awesome to be able to be part of this new story and create new icons.
Let me ask you again, as like a big, long-time fan, what do you? And now we've got all these original characters: Des, Peeta, Juniper. What do you think about them?
I like you were saying. I think that they are see them in the world. See them as like I'm reminded of like Terry Boot. How it's like Juniper Diaz is such like a Terry Boot name. Very like casual but really unique. And I just really like how taken the online canon now and interact with applying that into the story because it doesn't seem fake. It doesn't seem false. It seems just like it's like part of the world. And I think it's really cool was also great. The 2004, the technology.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really
That's
cool.
a-
Yeah.
It's cool
That's
to
insane.
see like the Muggle incorporated.
Incorporated.
She said Muggle.
No, she did.
No,
And so that's one thing we try to be really careful, and also honoring like who uses Muggle, who uses Nomad, like where those sort of things lie, you know, canon terms, yeah, and also like depending on the location.
Right. And then and I want to talk to my boy Nick over here because watching the episode was really interesting. I want to know, tell me about Draco and how it was hard for him to keep this secret from. I like how you said keep it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's like, you know,
Hey, girl.
so, you know, keeping the secret and how they already have this sort of back and forth thing.
Well, I mean, I think it's only intensified by the great writing as well, and kind of that pun and like that joke. I mean, I must have heard it 100 times that day. I just kind of chuckled.
Like, oh, she's Muggle.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, that was actually you, I think. Oh, it was.
We were having a conversation, and like I don't know how it came about, but it was like from a conversation.
Yeah.
Because
Because
that's
that's
like
what said
originally
something,
in the
and I was
script.
like, oh, because I think you called her Muggle, and I was like, it sounds like you said Muggle.
Yeah, and then I was like,
And then it was like, Joe, Draco teasing Hermione. Oh, she's Muggle. And it's like, oh, dare you say that?
Well, I mean, yeah. Also, I mean,
And that's what
for
I mean. I feel
for
like
fun,
Draco
like,
is just like, he's just like having fun.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
she's a
almost,
Muggle.
you know, kind of like poking fun
Exactly,
at Hermione in that
exactly.
regard, like holding it over her head in this really innocent way that just loves, of course.
Just having fun.
Yeah, I mean, Juniper totally just calls him out on it. How much fun he's having just taking this over and really kind of basking in it.
Yeah, Draco's having a good time. So yeah, so that's that.
Okay, and so I want to talk a little bit about Hermione's love story because I feel like in episode 1, it could have went this, it could have went Take Two, it could have went Drake. I mean, it could have went in so many different directions.
We had a lot of
And now it's a little bit clear that this is after the key. I mean, the queen, like you want to call it key. And Kay has a lot of going a little provocative direction.
He's one of somebody.
So what about Hermione?
what about her?
What about Hermione? Just now, the breakup.
Oh my God! And
Open
the
that
quickest way to
relationship.
get over somebody is to get over something like that. Just saying, it's a saying that goes around in the streets.
You know, I will say, initially, I actually did create a and love it before. Okay, so that was the initial idea of like, oh, you know, he was going to be someone that she sort of experimented with, like dating someone not Robin, right? And then as we were writing and we started to go through the characters, we were like, well, it's really all of their story, all of the world that's sort of like becoming women. And then I don't know, I think that how did you decide to sort of push that cartoon story thing? I think it
Did you just say Parju? Okay, I just want to acknowledge that.
I did.
Hashtag Parju.
Hashtag cartoon. We have a lot of ship names in the right. But Hermione was also like, so it just sort of happened naturally, and it's like, you know what? We were like, oh, Hermione, and then I don't know, the cartoon thing just it felt so natural that we just went in that direction. And
Not that that's like
no, Hermione versus cartoon is not a thing. But amongst us being like, oh, should we try to push the Hermione story? And it just didn't feel as natural as the cartoon story. So that's how that went.
I liked our couple names,
Oh,
by the
let me
way.
tell you.
They are just phenomenal.
Yeah, and even like Hermione, like girl. And first of all, I just love ship names. I'm a child of the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah,
when they
we-
started
we-
making shit, it's just so funny to me. I love it.
And then I gotta ask you, so Chase, how did you feel about that? She said that, you know, originally they might have been writing towards a more Teju Hermione direction. How would you have felt differently about that versus how you feel like the show?
And I have a follow-up question for you, Chase.
Right. You know, I actually sort of decided what was going to happen. I was sort of that, like, you know, sinister sort of, you know, counterpart to her that tries to get her to fall in love with him and, you know, be with him, because that just kind of seemed like that was my vibe.
Yeah.
But now that it hasn't happened, it makes more sense that it wouldn't really happen to me, because it just seems like they're sort of equally not strong, but I guess equally present characters in their own way. So it doesn't seem like they would really mix, to make that, kind of overwhelming or overpowering of anything else, So I think it's right.
Right, exactly.
Well, I mean that's how you said you felt about like that relationship not being that. A lot of ways I feel like people in the original books felt about it should have been Hermione and Harry, and that kind of just didn't work. So, but I want to say with Draco, I feel like a lot of people are feeling Draco.
A lot of people are.
People have always been feeling Draco.
That's true. I think that Hermione is a very well established.
Like, people just want it so bad.
This show has not created a Hermione culture. But what I'm saying is we didn't create this shit. Like, Hermione is a very well established show. Right? And so I think that, yes, if you're going to see fanfiction and Draco's in it, I'm not going to say yes or no, because I want you to keep watching. So I'm not going to tell you that there is or is not Hermione coming. What I can tell you is that they both are characters in this show. And I can tell you that. I will say, so Chase, the interesting thing is for what you said, even though Hermione were making them a question, but they were never going to actually be together. We always knew.
We know how it ends.
We do know how it ends.
Well, and I mean, guys.
But Hermione was never. They never led. They never were a couple.
Excuse me. Sorry, I had a cough out of nowhere. But as you guys know, we were very early on in this. We were only in the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of directions that this could change and take. So definitely stick with us and see where it's going. Can you tell me where you see this going? Like, well, without giving away too much, like the direction that you feel like Hermione's crisis is heading.
I think that Hermione, 2 things. I think that Hermione definitely wants to address all parts of her life. And I think that in her solving this crisis, I think that you're going to see her really try to make it happen where she can address things one at a time. I think that Hermione is sort of even though she always sees the complexities in things, but as a person who is she makes lists, she makes plans, she likes to have things organized. So in my head, she's going to try to deal with the different pieces that she lost one at a time. She's got to figure out family. She's got to figure out career, right? She's got to figure out what she wants from it. And I think that she wants to get it right, and I think she would focus. I think she would at least try to focus on one thing.
And you would want this to obviously continue going. Like, where do you see this if it was going, say, 1 or 2 years down the road?
I think it's going to go 3 years down the road.
Oh, like that.
Usually have 3 seasons planned.
Okay, there we go.
So the story is on 3 seasons. I hope that at the end, even though I don't know if she's going to have it all solved, but I would like the show to end. Hopefully, we can end. I think the ideal ending would be that she feels like she's on the road, but like knowing who she is. I don't think that's a question you ever posed. I think
it gets worse before it gets better.
It does get worse before it gets better.
Oh man, well, I'm
She's
excited
gotta
to
go
see where
through
that's going. Well, any info on the cliffhanger?
I would like to know who you guys think is on the other side.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Somebody said Professor Snape.
I did see Professor Snape.
Oh man.
It does look like Splinter's College. I don't know. Who do you think behind the door?
It's actually just me sipping a mimosa.
Are you the Granger?
You know? No, I mean, I think it can go in so many different directions. I personally would like to see. I'm not gonna say.
Tell us.
No, I would like for it to be one of the big 3.
You know what's funny? My goddaughter watched them last night, and she was texting me like super late last night. She's like, "I think it's Harry." I bet she found out it was Harry. I'll bet anybody who it is. I'm gonna bet the door. Get you up with Harry.
Yeah.
I'll say I think it will be someone that people won't expect, but
It's someone unexpected.
then they'll be like, yeah, that's exactly what it should be.
I think that it will be unexpected and it'll be the exact perfect choice.
Oh wow, very confident. My
Yeah. I think that the other side of this door is going to be a game changer for life.
Game changer. Okay.
I think so because there's a big chain of events because of what's on the other side.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Oh,
Hashtag other side of the door.
and then, guys, we have 2 more episodes coming.
Yeah.
And they're coming on May the 3rd, correct?
Wednesday, which is Wednesday.
like, wait, isn't that again things we're not good at? Google Hangout, dates.
Wait a second, when you said that, I was like, does he know something I don't know?
I'm like, I'm just
Cliffhangers
dropping.
I'm like,
Just gonna
what, in my head, I was like, what just happened?
I could put titling on the screen right now, which I'm sure is possible, but we don't know how to
We
do
don't
it.
really-
We're just gonna say
26th. Wednesday, April 26th.
Okay.
That's the date that I knew. What day is it? This Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Guys, I know it's the 26th because I'm in London the 25th on Tuesday.
Oh,
It's Wednesday, April 26th.
Wednesday, April
26th.
26th. That's what you remember.
Hey, June, what are the episodes coming out? Hey, June.
April 26th, Wednesday.
Okay.
And there's going to be another Hashing Out Hermione next Sunday, April 30th. Week from today, I'll be broadcasting from London. I'll be in LA.
Drinking lots of champagne, thinking about how I'm not in London.
Actually, you know,
Enjoying the
goes to
sunshine.
England.
But are you? I don't want to put. I don't know if you changed your mind. Are you seeing Quarter Life Crisis? Wait, I mean not Quarter Life Crisis.
I was like, I am going to see. I'm going to see The Cursed Child.
First Child. Yes.
But I will not have seen it by next Sunday. I see it the following Sunday.
Okay.
So I haven't seen it. Keep the spoilers, keep the secrets, or whatever. But I'm very excited to go see that play.
Yeah. But those happy. Well, thank you guys for joining Hashing Out.
Thank you for joining us
Really
today.
enjoyed it. Thank you. Yeah, and definitely thank you, Chase. Thank you, Nick, for
Chase.
hanging out with us. And thank
I
all the
love you,
creators
Chase.
and helpers here. We'll see you on the 30th.
Guys, thank you.
Cheers. Best Stop Broadcast.
Okay, and this is the part where, again,
Nope, we got it.